Silver Torch 66 presents a new mini-series of videos discussing my top 5 silver stacking choices. The subject of this video is my silver stacking top 5 coins to stack. Before I reveal my list, I should state that these are my choices of silver coins to stack based on my stacking strategies and goals. This list will certainly not suit every silver stacker out there because silver stacking is such a personal endeavor. There are infinite possibilities and options when it comes to stacking, and each individual has to seek their own path. Then you may ask, why even present my top 5 stacking lists? Well, my answer is, I feel that when a new stacker is considering to stack precious metals, it is important that they are exposed to as many different philosophies, strategies, techniques, and opinions as possible, so that they may form their own informed decision based on all of our experiences, both positive and negative. When I first discovered silver stacking videos, I was looking for short, to the point, solid facts, and experienced opinions to help me make my early decisions. And to this day, I still seek and value the opinions of other stackers to assess why and how they choose to accumulate precious metals. There is a degree of flexibility that has to be accepted when stacking over the course of many years, and you must also possess a discipline to stay true to your fundamental stacking strategies and goals. So that you will better understand why I have chosen these particular coins as my top 5 for stacking, you should know that I fundamentally stack for wealth retention. I don't do much flipping of my bullion. For those of you who may not be familiar with this term, it means to buy a piece of silver that you feel that its premium will quickly appreciate in value so that you can sell it for a quick profit on the secondary market. The silver I stack is more geared towards acquiring it as close to spot as possible, storing and protecting it for as many months or even years until the spot price for silver rises enough that I feel that it is right to sell. A big part of my decision-making process for buying bullion is factoring in its liquidity and making sure that there is a buyer's market out there for my particular bullion when it comes time to sell. So let's get started. My top coin to stack is the American Silver Eagle. It serves as a foundation for my stack. For me, a foundation means that ASEs consist of about 60% of the volume of my bullion. 20% of my stack consists of other sovereign coins. 10% generic varieties of rounds, bars, and poured pieces, and the final 10% is my constitutional silver. I feel that the American Silver Eagle is the most recognizable form of bullion in the world. In America, I believe it to be the most liquidable form of bullion that precious metal dealers, businesses, and citizens would accept for goods and services. It can be usually bought between $2 and $3 over spot, and its selling trend is that it can consistently be sold for a price usually $1 or so over spot. For me, I stack the Eagles with the expectation of selling at a future spot price and nothing more. I consider them to be true bullion items without numismatic or collection value. I do not place them in individual capsules, but store them as the mint sends them to me in their original mint tubes. I have no issue with acquiring secondary market ASEs, which are usually discounted due to minor imperfections. As long as they are 31.1 grams of 3/9 fine silver, they hold the same value to me as a shiny new eagle right out of the mint's press. I care not if they are handled without gloves, or if they have scratches or milk spots, because I expect nothing more than the value of the metal for which they are made. I am not married to the coins and feel no sentimental attachment to them. When it comes time to sell, they will easily leave my possession. But they are the heart and soul of my stack. The next coin in my top 5 is the Canadian maple. In North America, I believe the maple to be the second most recognizable bullion coin behind the American eagle. They are made of the finest grade of silver with 4 nines purity. The maple can usually be bought for less than an eagle, but usually is bought back slightly less than an eagle. There is no doubt that in Canada it would be the number one choice for buying goods and services, and I feel would be readily accepted by most Canadian citizens. If I felt, for whatever reason, I needed to leave America, I feel I would have a higher chance of survivability in Canada. I also feel that my eagles would also be accepted as wealth along with the maples. Again, like the eagles, I consider maples to be bullion and expect nothing more than spot price when I need to use them. I don't handle them with gloves, nor do I care if they have milk spots. 1 troy ounce of 4/9 silver is all that matters to me. The next coin is any denomination of 90% constitutional silver. That is, any U.S. coinage dated prior to 1965. That would include dimes, quarters, half dollars, or dollars. In North America, I believe that these coins would be identified by most as an item of value and therefore would be accepted as payment for goods and services. They exist in denominational amounts of silver, which may be more practical to use for most minor expenses, rather than a full ounce of pure silver, which might hold considerably more value in the future than it does today. The key to stacking constitutional silver is ensuring that you pay as close to spot as possible, and fortunately there are frequent such opportunities to do so. You just have to keep your eyes peeled. The next coin on my list is the Mexican Libertad. This coin makes my list for several good reasons. The first of which is the proximity of this coin's origin country to America. Secondly, a record 33.7 million Hispanic of Mexican origin resided in the United States in 2012, according to an analysis of Census Bureau data by Pew Research Center. So if I ever needed to conduct business with any of these individuals, I feel that they would value the Libertad and might even prefer it over the eagle, especially if they are frequently traveling back and forth from Mexico. The Libertad is a high-quality bullion coin that is minted every year in 7 different weights, starting with the 1/20th and 1/10th ounce sizes, which, like the U.S. constitutional coins, could potentially be very useful for minor purchases. Then the Libertad is also minted in a 1/4, 1/2, as well as a 1 ounce, which really provides versatility for the spending ability of this coin. And in the event that your commerce needs exceed the value of a 1 ounce weight of silver, you're in luck because the Libertad is also minted in 2 and 5 ounce weights. There is no doubt in my mind that the Libertad in any of these 7 weights needs to be part of my stack. And my final choice for the top 5 silver coins I stack is the Austrian Philharmonic. This coin is not as common in North America, and I would probably have a difficult time convincing an average North American citizen that it was valuable. However, I feel it's important to have enough diversity in my stack to provide me with the best chances for retaining my wealth. If I ever found myself in Europe or dealing with a European, I feel that the Philharmonic would be their bullion of choice, especially if they were going to be traveling back to Europe with them. The premiums on Philharmonics are reasonable and they are readily available in most markets. Like the others, they are strictly bullion to me and treated as such. So to sum things up, my top 5 silver stacking coins are the American Silver Eagle, the Canadian Maple, any denomination of constitutional pre-1965 U.S. coins, the Mexican Libertad, and finally, the Austrian Philharmonic. This top 5 list is based on my stacking strategies and goals and may not necessarily be right for you. I only hope that my explanations for my choices are able to resonate with you to assist you in deciding which coins are best for your stack. If you enjoy my videos and you're not already a subscriber, feel free to hit the subscriber button and make sure you click on the notification bell so that you can be notified when I post future content. If your top stacking coins differ from mine, let me know in the comment section below so that we can all compare notes and see where we're at. Thank you to all who support this channel.